Okay, so for the first slideshow or lesson, I would like us to try to solve this equation here, which is x over x minus 3 and equals 5 over x minus 3 minus 1 half. Okay, the hardest part is probably figuring out what the LCD is. You try to take factors that are already in the denominator. Already, obviously, x minus 3 shows up in two of them, so you need an x minus 3. There's also a 2 over here. And so you're going to combine those into one thing. That's going to be your LCD. You're going to multiply each one of these numerators by 2x minus 3. You can put it out in the front. And this one's kind of easy to work with because you can simply see that you're going to delete the x minus 3s and you're left with a 2 and the x. That's what we're left with, a 2 and the x. On this one, you have to imagine that the 2x minus 3 comes over here. And that's why, since they both have an x minus 3, you're able to cancel it. Now, this whole thing comes to the 1. And the only thing that can cancel is the 2's. So what are we left with? We're left with this expression. From there, you distribute the minus sign. Whoops. And then you have a linear equation that should be relatively easy to solve. You add the 10 and the 3. That's 13. You add the x to both sides. So now you've got 3x on the left and the 13 by itself on the right. You divide both sides by 3. And your answer is 13 thirds. Now they say, but that's a solution. The reason they bring up this excluded value thing is because they did this. Let me see if I could show you here. I'll try to do it on the same slide here. They're basically saying, look, take that denominator, the x minus 3, and that can never be 0. So the question is, well, what would make it 0? Well, the way I find out what would make it 0 is by adding 3 to both sides. And my answer would be x equals 3. So this is the value that is excluded. So what we're saying is your answer better not be x equals 3. Okay. And guess what? It is not. Our solution is 13 thirds. So that is indeed our solution.